Sorry, there, wrong scene. Hello. Welcome back to another stream. Hopefully this is, properly streaming. And I think this time I have not muted myself. I've been paying much more attention to audio. Hello. Today we're gonna be building one of my favorite suits, the Jesta high-grade variant. This was made in 2011, and let's see how well it holds up, you know? I got this a while back, and I've just been kind of excited to build it, because again, this is one of my favorite UC suits. Now, inside the box, you do actually have a fair amount of runners, I want to say, for a high grade, especially in this bag. Like, normally for high grade, I'd expect, like, what, 4 or 5 runners? This one was looking, well, that's 4 or 5, including like maybe some poly caps. Over here, as you can see, there are. Oh wait, is my recording software properly showing? It may or may not be broken right now. Hold up. Oh no. Did it freeze? Oh, it froze. That's not good. Uh, well, let me just try restarting. Okay, yeah, no, that worked. But that means I need to modify the transforms again. Alrighty. Let's see here. No, there we go. That's better. So, you didn't see this, but inside we do have around 5-ish main runners, but to complement that, we also have an insane amount of polycaps. Last time I've seen this was with the turn A. So, I'm expecting, honestly, a similar layout for this compared to the turn A, which personally I don't really like. I find that with the polycaps, well, at least this many. Hold up. Okay, there we go. I find that with this many polycaps, you generally, most of these are used for joints, which can fall off pretty easily compared to other alternative ways of mounting them. But yeah, with that all said and done, oh wait, I just realized the beam sabers also seem very short, like around the size of, I want to say, the Method sabers. But compared to a normal beam saber, these things seem way shorter. But anyways, before stream, all I was basically doing was building more model kits, honestly, and touching up some of my other design, or other kits I have. Specifically, I got a unicorn and banshee bust stand, so it just like shows the head, and you get to mount like it's like a little bust of their head that has like a stand on it that you can mount suits on. So I've been touching up the unicorn one. I need to touch up the banshee one because that one is only up to holding my banshee one. And honestly, there is very little detail in the bust, so I've just been applying a ton of markers to it to, get that extra little bit of detail, especially on the V fins and some of the outline area. So yeah, we're gonna see how that turns out. Actually, no, it's not on stream though. May or may not post pictures of it online to Twitter, but who knows? One thing I did notice with this kit, very, very little sticker decals, which I do like, but it does come with marking decals. These seem like stickers, and they actually seem cut out pretty well. Like, they're cut out really closely to the shape, which I do like, compared to your usual real grade stickers. that are more like blocky. So that is a really nice addition that you can use on your Jestas to, make them a bit more personalized. But for me, let's see. So all we have so far though, like when it comes to these colors are I'm pretty sure just cameras, and this right here goes on the waist. So that is actually really, really nice. Anyways, I should probably stop talking and get to building. Opening up the manual, first thing you'll see, really nice layout for what you can expect. Hmm. Alright, alright. I am kind of tempted to get a Stark Jagan as well in the future. But, okay, over here, as you can see, the backpacks for the different Jestas are interchangeable, it seems. So that is very, very nice. So, like, specifically for this line of kits. Inside, honestly, the instructions are relatively simple, only taking up 3 pages. Yeah, seems like I want to say it seems like a short build, despite how many polycaps it might have, but who knows? I certainly don't. There are only 39 steps in here, I want to say. At least that's what I'm hoping. It does show that you can put on these marking decals over here on the back. Just based off the poses, it seems like it has a somewhat decent amount of articulation. Although, I am pretty certain that joints are going to be popping out a lot for these poses. Also, if you haven't noticed, I did get a different camera for the recording session right now. I'm not using the usual camera. So hopefully this one will last longer. Like it won't cut out every so often, you know? That would be very nice. Anyways, let me turn on some music and let's just get started. So, oh shit, that's a bit loud. So, as with these kits, I do like to start off with the legs. Building feet up is how I like to do my kits. So that is exactly where I'm gonna start. So we're gonna skip straight over to step 17 over here. And begin right there. Firstly, I should probably organize the runners off screen. So it's easier for me to, pick and choose which ones I need. This white box is where I'm gonna be treating as my build space. So yeah, hopefully you'll be able to see everything there. Hands look rather simple. B1 and B2, these two have some duplicate parts between them, as you can see right here. If you just overlay them, they are identical to an extent. This runner is just missing a couple parts. Same with the C runner, it seems. So if I properly line this up, yep, you're gonna see they are identical. And again, massive sheet of polycaps. Like, my goodness, there's a lot of polycaps. I wish it didn't have to be this way, but sadly it is. So that is technically 8 runners, counting every single runner. I mean, honestly, not a bad spread. Okay, so right off the bat, we're gonna be starting off with the feet. Like the feet. They do use polycaps in the ankles, so we're gonna have to deal with that. But honestly, I am not opposed to that. What I am opposed to are polycaps in the like the connectors between the torso and every other limb. Because I find polycaps there tend to really like to loosen up and fall off. So I am not a fan of polycaps in those areas. Honestly, everywhere else I am kind of fine with, to an extent. I mean, they will wear down over time, honestly. But that's just kind of something you gotta deal with nowadays. And I've kind of just accepted it. God, I don't know why BGM is so loud right now. Okay, well, there we go. Oh, we already do have ankle armor, and it seems like it might be just attached to the foot outright. I don't think there's much articulation going on for this. I am just cutting right off the runner because I am a very lazy person. I do want to get more exclusives from the Gundam base and build them, honestly. They are rather unique. I've been kind of addicted to building. Oh wait, did I just cut out the wrong part? I just did. Whoops. That is part number 2. I think this might be used for, I want to say, the knee or backpack. I'm probably very wrong on that. So who knows? I'm honestly really curious on where this goes. Okay, I found it. It goes on the back of the, it goes on the back of the leg. Okay, so we are gonna use that later. I just cut it out a bit early because I forgot which part I need to cut out. Whoops. Alright, so take these. Oh, whoops. Is there anything special about polycap number 3? Not really. Just kind of shove it in there. I think I lost my tweezers recently, so we're gonna have to work without those for a while. If I can find them again, that'd be great, but I kind of lost them somewhere. I don't have my precise tweezers. I mean, I do technically still have a set of tweezers, but they're not as good as the ones I used, because they are not precise enough. Let's see, how do you attach? Oh, I have you upside down. Okay, there we go. These just kind of slide on, alright. Honestly, the main thing I'm having issues right now with is just the poly caps. But aside from that, everything seems to be going relatively smoothly. This is upside down again, probably. Yeah, it was. Everything should just slide in nice and easily. Is this side fully in? Yeah. Alright, good. So that's part of the feet done. Next up, the rest of the feet. So the feet are monocolored. And I do like the plastic separation. Oh, I mean, oh, okay. The plastic separation for the feet does add a bit of texture, but I feel like they could have simplified it. But the layout on the runners is not bad. You kinda can partially guess where everything goes. Oh no. The layout of the gates on the runners is kinda bad. Yeah, holy shit. Let's see here. You can see it there. The layout of this gate is terrible and can lead to accidentally shearing off bits of the parts. Well, this is going on the left foot for sure, so it's easier to hide, I guess. Let's see, how do you fit on? Like this? Yeah. There's no articulation in the toe, despite the part separation. Which I am kind of disappointed by. I mean, this is still like an older kit. It's like a decade-old kit, but still, you know? I would like to get my hands on the Master Grade version and see how it compares. Because, I've heard good things about the Master Grade. Now, however, I'm just gonna have to be very careful with what I cut and where. Okay, there we go. Much cleaner on this one. Let's see here. That slides on pretty easily. Just like that, we got 2 feet. Now I'm thinking we're making 2 ankles right now. Or 2 knees. Actually, that might be 2 thighs and knees. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. At least they streamlined this. Ooh, I can already see the rifle right here. I do actually have a Jesta rifle somewhere. Like a normal... Oh, a normal Jagan rifle. Jesta rifle is just a modified Jagan rifle. So if I can find that, we could actually compare the two. I'm really tempted to cut this out early. I've already made a couple cuts preemptively, but I think I'm gonna leave it on the runner for now. We do actually have the spare magazines over here. Sadly, these are non-removable. I don't remember the Master Grade ones were removable though, either. They might have been, seeing how it's a Master Grade, but... For now, we're just gonna work with what we got, which is the high grade. I have so many kits I need to build, both on and off stream. Probably the largest one off stream would probably be the Metal Gear Rex that I have. That is gonna be a fun personal build. I can't wait to get that one done. On stream I have like multiple aerials to build, but also I still need to get to my Master Grade Barbados, which may or may not be the next thing I build. Who knows? Barbie, it's gonna be a multi-part stream, probably like 2-3 streams. First stream is just gonna be inner frame, which is gonna be the longest part, I believe. Compared to other Master Grades, I know the Barbados inner frame is majority of the build, so it's like probably gonna be the longest part of building him. And secondly, after the inner frame, second stream was just gonna be laying on all the armor, which is probably gonna be a lot easier. Well, that right there is a hip connection. I can't wait for that. But also, what I also can't wait for is the real grade Hainu, which I have heard very good things about. I've seen both reviews and my friends' takes on it, and I cannot wait to build it for myself. I'll probably be essentially painting over some of the parts with metallic gunpla markers, because that will look better than what some of the parts come with. I'm looking at you, gold injection molded gold, you know? Silver should be fine. I don't think my silver gunpla marker is gonna do much to the silver, but the gold for sure needs to be painted over. Like, that gold, the injection molded gold is not really that good. It's more like a yellowy orange, a dark yellowy orange, than a gold. I wouldn't necessarily call it gold, you know? Alrighty. Let's see. Looking at the runners, I'm only seeing one trigger finger. So sadly, this thing can only be, the rifle can only be held in the right hand. It would have been nice to have 2 trigger fingers just so that I can dual wield just a rifle. Well, a Jesta rifle and a Jagan rifle. Because again, I do have the Jagan rifle handy. I probably have to modify it, but it would definitely fit. But theoretically, I could also equip this thing with some of my other weapons, because I did actually buy a weapons pack that includes the Unicorn's Beam Gatling. Well, Unicorn slash Kshatriya's Beam Gatling, but you know. See, I need to find the polycaps. There's so many polycaps on here to sort through. I do also have a new Zaku machine gun I can equip to any of these things if I wanted. I mean, it's definitely a very outdated weapon, but you know, theoretically you can use it. Would you want to be equipped with one? Probably not, but it's still a decent-ish weapon to an extent. Oh, but there is one kit from the Gundam base that I did get from the Gundam base that I do want to build on stream, and that is the narrative Gundam B-Packs. B-Packs I managed to find for only, I think, 37 USD, which is pretty good. Because normally if you wanted the B-Packs, if you didn't go to the Gundam base, you would have to find a narrative Apex, which I actually know where to find, because I think my local hobby shop has it. But, then you'd also have to find the B-Packs expansion parts from Premium Bandai, which I don't want to find, because, well, it's P Bandai. And also, it only works with the Apex narrative, not the C-Pack. C-Pack's narrative is, well, high grade is completely different than the Apex narrative high grade. It has extra parts here and there, so it does not fit, sadly. So essentially, I think just for the Apex alone, you're looking at around 80 to 120 USD. So that is already expensive. Then you need to get yourself the B-Packs expansion, which I think is only like 15 to 20 USD. But again, expensive. And it's on Premium Bandai, meaning that's probably no longer available. So you're going to be shelling out even more money for that, just so that you can get the B-Packs, which I managed to find, essentially, all that as a bundle for only 37 at the Gundam base. I definitely plan on visiting the Gundam base next year at Anime Expo. But one thing I do have against the Gundam base is they did not have the Zaku Warrior live concert version this year. They did not restock on that. I really wanted one, but I was unable to get in day one. And that was the only one I saw available day one. Probably from stock, probably due to a stock they had from last year or something. But I could not get my hands on one. I really wanted one. It sold out almost immediately. So I was very sad about that. I did get a clear-colored crossbone, though, if that means anything. So I don't plan on building that on stream, though. Clear-colored real grade crossbone. I also built something off stream, which is the clear colored high grade Devil Gundam. But that thing was a model kit made in the 90s. I think 97 was when it came out. All I know about it is that its design was old as hell, and they only made the clear color version available in 2002. So, you know, I got it because it was like cheap. I was surprised at how cheap it was. It was only like 17 for it. Where are the parts I need? Here they are. Ooh, nice little bit of a gray color separation. It really adds to the kit, honestly. Like this subtle color separation. I do like that. Where was I on my rants? Oops. I was talking about the Gundam base, wasn't I? I was tempted to get Lefrith, because those things were only printed in a very limited run, but I decided against it. Mainly because, honestly, I don't think I needed one. Let's... actually, yeah, no, you go here, this one goes here. Hides more nav marks this way. But they did have a ton of witch kits, which honestly I don't think I got. Because, well, I'm already satisfied with the kits I do have. The main ones I do like are the Ariel. I was tempted to get the Delanza. If they had a demi-barding, I think I might have gotten that one. I was very tempted to get Choo Choo's demi-trainer, but I decided against it because I could find Choo Choo's demi-trainer for a similar price elsewhere as well. So I passed on that. Okay, nope, I need to swap these. The only witch kit I got from Anime Expo was, I think, the Full Mechanics Aerial, which is basically the closest thing you'll get to a Master Grade Aerial so far. Still waiting for one of those. Let's see here. We can probably... No, we cannot. Am I missing something? Oh god, I forgot a polycap. No wonder. Oh, that ain't good. Oh, shit. I did not see that. That's really not good. Please tell me it's something easy to slip in. It's not. Oh no. Whoops. I was preoccupied and I missed a step. I need to pre-cut out everything. That's not good. Where do you fit in? Okay. Can I force you in? No, I cannot. Okay, hold on. I need to find something here. Where is... You know what? This works. I'm gonna see if I can use a knife here to split these parts open. Not my crafts knife, but just like a pocket knife. This thing's pretty dull, though, so it might not work. I might have to use a crafts knife. If I had my tweezers, I'd be using those instead, but I lost those somewhere. Actually, I might find them right now. Let's see if I can look around. Really bad time to lose them. Holy shit. Oh, I might just have to use my knife. Okay, I got a very sharp craftsman knife. Every time I pull this thing out, I don't like it. Just due to how sharp it is. I can cut pretty easily. I mean, I do like it for that aspect, but, you know, that is also why I'm very careful whenever using this thing. Come on, buddy. Get in there. And at least if this thing breaks, the parts are, yeah, parts are for extra blade. The price for extra blades is pretty cheap. So there's that. Oh, come on. Okay, let's see here. Okay, no, this is working way better than I expected. I can slip into the cracks pretty easily. And it is kind of working pretty well at just prying these things apart. Now to do it on the other side. I think I see a little crack I can slip this into. Having a dedicated parts separator would also be nice. But for now, the knife will have to do. I think it is damaging the plastic though, which is a bit annoying, but this is the price I pay for being ignorant. I definitely should not be holding the knife whenever I'm prying these things apart. Hold up. My other knife. My duller knife. I think it's wide enough where I can slip this thing into the crack and get much better leverage due to how thick it is now. Yeah, there we go. Much lower risk of slicing my palm open as well, which I am very much a fan of. Oh, BGM stopped. Let's see here. Come on. Please come off. There we go. I felt something. There we go. Okay. Let's not forget to slide in the poly cap that I absolutely hate before we slide this back on and pray that it properly fits and locks in. If I sand this down a bit, honestly, it should be fine. But still. Alright, there we go. We got a leg. Price I pay, I guess. That also means we can install this a bit early. Now to apply the same operation on the other leg. The other thigh. There's very little crack here for me to slip this thing into. Come on, I wish the crack was a bit bigger. Come on, we're so close to getting it in. Why is this thing sealed so tight? I mean, that's a good thing, but, you know, in this case, when I've accidentally screwed up, it's not so good. My hand is already getting tired. I'm hoping that the blade also doesn't snap. It should still have a fair amount of durability left in it. I haven't been stressing it out too much, I don't think. I don't know why my wrist is hurting right now. God, this is not splitting at all. This kind of reminds me when I screwed up on the Master Grade God Gundam. That was quite the screw up. That took a while to separate everything. Oh, I think I got it. I managed to get it into this tiny, tiny little seam. Now I just need to do the same on the other side to separate. Oh, shit. Okay, I don't think I cut myself, but... Okay, yeah, luckily no cut. I don't think. Yeah, no cut, no blood. I don't see any blood. It hit my middle finger. The tip of the blade hit my middle finger, but I don't think with much force. So luckily, I don't think it cut me. Alright, yeah, should be all good. But I just need to slowly and carefully pry this thing apart, which is not working. If I had a pair of tweezers, again, that would be very nice right now. I cannot stress how nice they would be. I can easily just get these two parts apart with tweezers. Just by forcing them into the gap that's now much larger due to the knife. Without endangering my hand like the knife does. Okay, I think I got this apart. Almost. The knife has been doing a lot of work. I'm just hoping that the blade doesn't snap again, because this is a very thin knife. Always worried about the blade. Okay, there we go. Come on. Please come apart. Do I have to get another pair of tools? Oh, there. Okay, there we go. Thank God. Okay. Well, I might just get my sanding stick and just sand down these sides. Because I've definitely damaged the plastic. A bit. But we got the polycaps in. We would probably be done with the leg by now. If, well, I didn't have to do that ordeal. See, hit it with that, then you just kind of rub it with your fingernail. You should get rid of most of the blemish. I do wish I had the seam line eraser. That would be very nice, honestly. I've seen that thing in action, and my God, does that thing have a good finish. For now, though, I'm just kind of polishing it with my thumbnail. Alright. There we go. We're finally done with that part that took way too long. Now we're on to the rest of the leg. Once I do finish reorganizing my workspace. Okay, this time hopefully I don't forget anything. I can already see that we need another piece that they decided to not mirror for some reason. Okay, but which polycap do we need for this one? My goodness, you need so many polycaps for this build. Assuming this goes on right here. Yep. That's probably a knee joint. Looking at it now. And hopefully I also don't forget about a leg. 6 and 10. Okay, I see which parts go where. I think we're working on the right leg in these instructions. I'm working on both legs at the same time. Because I absolutely hate second leg syndrome. I hate working on legs separately. It's so annoying. So we got this over here, and these parts over here on the other side. Whoops. Oh, there you are. Alrighty. Let's get you built, I guess. Where the hell does everything go? So let's start off like this, I think. Which way does this face? This way, I think. This just kind of fits in. And this also just kind of does this thing and fit in. I mean, I do like the internal structure. Oh, there is a fair amount of support inside for the legs. It is just being held on by exterior armor nonetheless. Okay. Now let's just repeat on this side. Yeah, that's definitely a knee bend. Then we got an ankle bend and then a ball joint on the ankle. I think this is the right way of doing it. I could be very wrong here, you know? Am I very wrong? Let me double check. I did actually seal this already in. This one does not want to fit. Okay. No, I am right. I really need to check after that last blunder. I don't want to make any more mistakes, but knowing me, they'll be rampant throughout this build. Well, what's done is done. This is finally being used. Oh, I forgot to put a part on. I think it's the thrusters I'm missing. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's not forget this. Let's go in like this. No, it goes in like this. Oops. Oh, actually, that fits in pretty nicely. I do like that. Alright, Alright, what about this? Oops. Okay, good. No marks, nothing. How does this fit on? Just kind of slides on and snaps on in. Very nice. I do like the geometry on the leg. It does add a lot of complexity. And just like that... Oh, whoops. I forgot to plug this in on top. Just like that, we do have a leg done. Hopefully I don't plug it in backwards. Come on, please fit into the poly cap. God, I hate these poly caps. Why don't you want to fit? Come on. There we go. God, you really gotta force it. Not bad for a leg, though. I do like the 2-point bend right there. Do like the color separation of the upper thigh and the rest of the leg. Nice overall. Now let's just finish off the rest of the leg. The other leg. Then we go to hip. Honestly, the legs are, in my opinion, the most time-consuming parts of most of these builds. Legs and arms, for sure. Then it's usually a toss-up between torso, hips, or backpacks. I don't like building the lower half of the body, you can't tell. My favorite parts of building are probably the upper half. Wrong side. Like, I like building I'm a fan of building the torso most of the times, the head, sometimes backpacks, weapons and shields. Arms, legs, and hips are not my favorite, if you couldn't tell. Nice! 2 legs. We're done with that. Now we can just move on to hip, which is surprisingly simple, I think. They have pre-molded a fair bit of it, I think, on the runner. So it is also color separated. I think this is where our first sticker also comes in. I'll move these 2 down here since we're done with those. Alrighty. There is a bit of geometry right here, if my camera wants to focus. If it doesn't, oh well, you can kind of see it. There is a bit of geometry right there. I shine to light. You can see it. That it will be sadly covered up by a sticker because I do not have the colors for that to paint it over. I mean, at least it's minimal in usage when it comes to stickers. I'll give it that. Honestly, the sticker doesn't look too bad. It kind of molds the geometry as well. But it would have been nice for a bit of color separation. That's probably asking a bit much, though. Oh shit, I forgot one thing on the legs. Apparently there are side panels I've completely forgot about. On the interior of the legs. And luckily, you don't really have to do much to, you know, attach them and all, but that's still my bad for forgetting them. I don't see why they couldn't have just, you know, kind of printed them directly onto the legs either, but I hope this... Nope, this is an upside down. I was gonna say, I hope this is in the right way up. No, it is not. I accidentally installed it upside down. This knife is gonna leave scratches for sure. I'm just hoping that it is in areas that are much harder to perceive. Also don't want to accidentally snap parts, so I'm carefully prying it right now. Come on. Oh shit. I also don't want to accidentally twist wrong parts on the knife, otherwise that will release the blade. Come on, please come out. Why do you fit in so well? I can already see I'm accidentally slicing up the plastic. Luckily, so far, it isn't too noticeable. If I keep this up, it could be very bad. Please come out of that hole. Okay, there we go. Okay, luckily I think this is gonna be covered up. Like all these little nicks in the plastic are gonna be covered up once I do put this in the right way around. Yeah. There we go. God, I need to get a dedicated part separator. Or just, you know, stop being such an idiot. That also works. I'm just triple checking to see if this is in the right way or not. Alright, there we go. We're in. Everything is in properly this time around. Now, on to more polycaps. Because of course, the amount of polycaps used will never end. I'm always surprised by the numbers used by some of these kits. So all three of these polycaps are used, oh shit, for somewhat different things. I think this one down here is used to hold in the waist connector. Right here. There's a polycap at the center used to hold in the little peg that will probably be holding in the legs. So that's going to be annoying because that will be able to fall off pretty easily. Then you have two more poly caps on the sides for side skirts, which I don't mind, because, you know, they don't hold up much weight. But the legs? Ugh, I really don't trust poly caps to hold those up. Where was I on my story? I was tempted to get some Gundam markers at the Gundam base. I mean, I did get a cap at the Gundam base, but honestly, there isn't really much there's not much to say about that. My friend grabbed it for me because, well, he just, well, I wanted a t-shirt, but they didn't have any of my size, so instead he grabbed a cap. I think they were like 30 USD at the Gundam base. You can either get one that was basically marketing for a Witch from Mercury, or Endless Welts. I chose Endless Welts because nostalgia. Please tell me that there's nothing else here. Yes, thank goodness. Then this should connect to the main body, the torso, right here. Theoretically, I could upgrade this Jesta's weapons from a Jesta rifle to a beam Gatling, if I wanted to. Because I do have I have like two beam Gatlings I can use as weapons on any of my kits. And I'm kind of tempted to slap it on the Jesta. Alright. Oh, we're finally getting onto the grenades. We do have some grenade racks here, I believe. The thing about the grenades on the Jesta, fun fact, you can either use them as normal grenades, or they can be or they can just be like shot out like mini rockets. Now, personally, I would always use the, you know, the auto shooting function, because that is way faster. Especially since I occasionally play the Jesta in GBO2. Like, the Jesta cannon gets that feature, normal Jesta gets the slow-ass grenade. But in GBO2, that Jesta grenade, for some reason, has insanely high stagger build, despite not doing too much damage. Okay, so the grenades do come pre-attached to one another to make, you know, assembly a bit easier. Pretty sure. I don't remember if the master grade. Well, I just don't know if the master grade comes with the grenades pre-attached, or if they're like, you know, detached. You know, you just kind of take these, slap them in, then slap this on. There you go, you got grenades. Now to do that for the other skirt. So the grenades are identical, no matter which way you put it. You can't really screw it up. And the skirts are basically interchangeable with one another. So again, it doesn't matter which way you put it in, it'll always fit and look right. Which I find very nice. Now these just kind of shove into these holes because they got these massive ass pegs on them. So you do have up and down movement and a bit of rotation back and forth per peg. I mean, you kind of should expect this much. Oh my gosh, this peg does not want to go in. But sometimes polycaps are such a pain in the ass to work with. Like, I get they're useful and all for building, but they are so annoying sometimes. You know? Like, if you... I don't remember the last time. Actually, no, I do remember the last time I polycast. What am I saying? I think I know where I want to mount the Jesta. I might just mount it near my silver bullet suppressor. You know, a similar unit, kinda. Not really. They're nowhere similar, but they're both from roughly the same series, right? We got one from Narrative and one from Normal Unicorn. Close enough. You know? Let's see, we do have a skirt here, which we can separate, but I'm not going to. Like, with any of the newer kits, you can easily separate the skirts, no problems there. But with like some of the older kits, I find that separating them can be a bit iffy sometimes because they just aren't held on well. Let's see, we don't want to get these mixed up. These little bits of color separation. I just really appreciate some of this color separation. But what I don't appreciate are the amount of polycaps on this damn kit. Like, holy shit! Couldn't they find better ways of, like, holding in some of these parts? Probably, but polycaps are the easiest way, I guess. So for now, let's just remove this so that we can slide these on. Alrighty. Making pretty decent progress, I want to say. Especially considering our mistake that we made. Well, my mistake, I should say. Unless you are also building at home and following me step by step. I mean, shame on you for, you know, making that mistake then. Shame. Alright, this is securely in place. Now we get to the butt flap, which is sadly static. It is completely solid. Personally, I wish some high grades just had better butt flaps. Like, master grades, I can see, like, they've put in a lot of effort with those butt flaps. But high grade butt flaps just don't get the love they really deserve, in my opinion, you know? Some of these butt flaps deserve much more love than what they're getting. Where the hell is the part I need? Yeah, no, that's gonna be used to connect everything. There you are. I've also been practicing driving recently. I suck, but also I just know other people suck even more. How are they so bad at driving? I don't understand it. I don't understand how some people are so atrocious, or how they got their licenses in the first place. Alrighty. Luckily, there is a tiny little arrow down here telling me which way to face this thing. And yep, right into this little polycap hole. There we go. Actually, that holds in pretty well. I'll give it that. But all the joints and limbs feel kind of loose with the polycaps already. I can feel it. Like, manipulating it doesn't feel as solid or sturdy as some of my other kits. Like, for some reason, even the Iron-Blooded Orphans kits feel more sturdy than this damn thing. And it is nothing like the Zawart, which is probably my sturdiest high grade so far. I mean, at least it isn't a statue like the high-grade God Gundam is. Like, that thing, there's nothing you can really do to pose it outside of a couple poses. That thing has no articulation whatsoever, and it's being held up by these tiny-ass polycaps. The only thing that's saving those polycaps is that the fact that the majority of the damn thing is so hollow and light. Like, otherwise, those polycaps would be so screwed. Alrighty. Time to work on the torso. My rant is over for now. It will definitely return later. Oh, okay. There is actually seemingly some mass inside the torso. It isn't all just two pieces sandwiched together with some polycaps. Like, that is so sad for torsos. I hate just having an empty-ass torso like that. Okay, I should probably shove in another polycap before we continue. Before I forget about these damn polycaps. My god, I hate them. They add like 1 or 2 extra steps to a build that honestly shouldn't require them. I hate these polycaps so much after using them. After experiencing builds that don't use them. Ugh. I've been spoiled. I've been spoiled so much by other builds. Holy shit. Okay. More polycaps, of course there are more. This time it allows the arms to pop out. Also, I can't wait for the real grade Epion that's coming later this year. I own a master grade Epion, and personally, I have a fair amount of issues with the build. Mainly that, alright, the internals of the thing, absolutely beautiful. Once you pose it up, absolutely beautiful. What I don't like about the Epion is how loose some of the joints are, or how loose some of the armor components are. Like, my god, some of the armor on the Epion. Like, Epion is one of my favorite suits, so of course I'm gonna be critical about it. I love the damn thing. But there's so many flaws in it. As with most of, I think, the Master Grade Wing kits. Major one that I find? Waist armor always pops off. It never stays on. Like, whether you want to or not, that damn thing is gonna pop off whenever it pleases. Which gets very annoying whenever you try to pose the thing. Another thing, armor on the arms will always come off whenever you're posing it, especially with the shield. The wings are also making it very back heavy, but honestly there's not much you can do about that. Because, you know, that's just kind of in its nature. I don't blame it for that. What I do blame it for is a low amount of articulation in some of the arms sometimes, for some reason. The arms are also not strong enough to hold up the whip occasionally. The whip is also very difficult to pose sometimes. Like, I love the Epion as a design, but the Master Grade kit just has so many flaws that I can nitpick over. But again, these are just nitpicks. It's a fairly okay kit overall, but I expected a bit more out of a Master Grade when I got it, you know? But that was also when I got the Master Grade Epion for way over its market price, because I went to a mall and I didn't have a decent dealer at the time for Gunpla. Nowadays, I know a couple good places to go, and every time I go back to the mall and look at their Gunpla, there is always a bit of hatred in my heart. Just because I know how much they're marking up the prices for some of these kits, and especially for some of them which just don't deserve it. Like, holy shit. Some of the kits I feel bad for, because they are so marked up. But others, oh, I just feel anger. And again, oh god, there are also, occasionally though, you can find kits at the malls which you can't find elsewhere because they just aren't in stock. Like, Bandai just doesn't print them. I saw a Gundam ground type North America front version that I wanted to get for a friend. Nowhere else had it. That next time I went back to the mall, gone. It was honestly pretty decently priced, considering how rare it was. Because I think, like, if I bought it online, then including shipping, it would have actually been roughly the same price. But, well, it was gone by the time I got there again, so can't do much about that. My god, for some reason, every time I also see Exias out in the wild, they're always so marked up. Despite the Exias not really being a good kit, in my opinion. Like, Exia is always getting the short end of the stick, in my opinion, when it comes to model kits. From Bandai. Like, the real grade needs, in my opinion, an update. Perfect grade actually is actually pretty fine. It's probably like the best Exia kit that you'll find out there. But you know, that's still a perfect grade. So that's gonna be hella expensive. Is there something wrong with this mounting? Probably. What's wrong with this? Why are you not properly going in? There we go. That's still a perfect grade Exia. The Master Grade needs a 2.0 because that thing is old as hell. And it definitely needs an update. Honestly, Double O needs a new line of high grades, high grade revive, like fucking Seed got it. So why not Double O? Like, holy shit, some of their kits are so outdated. Like, I still have the Junimiz inside of my PC case right now. It was fine when I built it, but still, you can find so many things that are outdated about it. The plastic use also didn't really feel that good either. What else was there? There was more I wanted to say. Oh yeah, the flag. The flag deserves a new kit, in my opinion. The old kit for it, it is an abomination. Especially with the damn thing especially with the thing they call a beam saber or sonic blade. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen some of the older variants of a melee weapon. There's a reason why they no longer use them. They are so terrible. Like, holy shit. Every time I look at them, I just feel pain. The old melee weapons were just like a stick in a hand. Some of them, sometimes they just came with a separate hand just to hold them. Like, not even like a separate hand. It just came attached to the weapon, like just on the runner. It was so bad. It was just like a single piece of solid plastic. It was atrocious. Like, holy shit. The weapons didn't even properly fit in the hands. They're just kind of loosely hanging. God, the flag deserves justice, I tell you. Oh, we're already building a backpack. Pretty sure we're building the shield later, and I know the shield can attach to the backpack. So that's pretty cool. Like, I'm surprised they have you build the backpack early on. Like, if you properly follow the instructions. It's like the second thing you build after the torso. But anyways, probably back to my rant. Yeah, I need some revives of the 00 kits. For some reason, the actual 00 itself and the 00 risers, any of that variants of 00, those hold up fine. But it's always the Exia that's getting the short end of the stick, and all the grunt suits from 00. I don't remember if they might have remade the Tyrian, but I just feel disappointed. Like, I expected more from you, but that's just old you, like old Bandai. I'm hoping new Bandai doesn't do that shit no more. Actually, I know they don't do that shit no more, but looking back on old Bandai, like, come on. Like, you also have some amazing, amazing kits from even, like, the early 2000s or pre-2000s somehow. Like, for example, the Master Grade Dom. The recent Master Grade Dom, almost all of its design was from the old 1997's kit. The main things they updated were mostly the weapons from what I've seen. Like, it's amazing how that thing held up. Like, I am astonished whenever I look at that thing. You know, I should probably cut out the other piece and properly follow the instruction for mounting these poly caps instead of, you know, just trying to randomly stick in the poly caps wherever I want. Like the 2002 Dom Revive, like the 2.0 Dom, now that was a good kit, despite most of it being from 1997. Like, you know, Bandai did have some hits. Like, another older kit that, in my opinion, worked. Master Grade, what was it? Master Grade, Turn A and X. I mean, it could be because of their weird designs, but they worked surprisingly well. Like, I'm really tempted to get my hands on one as well. Where are you parts? There they are. Like this, like you wouldn't think like a kit from I think 2006 would be able to hold up, but they do somehow. I've heard really good things about their build experience as well. I don't know how they did it. But then a Master Grade that is the exact opposite of those three examples. Master Grade Easy 8. They needed an Easy 8 2.0, and I'm all for it. The weapons my god, were terrible. The actual build, terrible. Does not hold up well. Like, come on, Easy 8 2.0, please. I would love to get one. Like, yeah, it's an older series, but still, man. Oh, okay, let's see here. Okay, this is pretty cool. So these right here do act as like almost a cap for these two poly caps over here that you can use for extra arms. Like this thing does have sub arms, as you can see right here, that can be mounted on the back, which does carry the shield, which I love. And this backpack can be swapped out with other model of Jestas, which again, I love. Oh, I'm forgetting the thrusters. I would also like some revives of some G Gundam kits. Or some newer G Gundam kits, you know? Give me a Tequila Gundam, please. Or a Nether Gundam. Either one would be amazing. I would buy those so quickly. Like, I think the last G Gundam kit was the Real Great God Gundam, which I've heard very good things about. I would love to get my hands on one eventually, once I get through my backlog. Again, that's once I get through my backlog. My backlog is absolutely insane right now, so I'm probably not going to get one of those for a while. But I have heard so many good things about it. I would love to get my hands on like a high-grade Rising Gundam if they ever make one as well. There's just so many kits I would love for Bandai to make. That all for the backpack. Yes. Come on, please attach. There you are. You're tight fit, at least. Stands pretty well on its own. Nice. Pretty decently sized, I want to say. Especially compared to other UC kits. I don't remember if this thing was... I think this was like 21 meters tall? I just know it was pretty large. I think it's larger than OG Granddaddy Gundam too. Anyways, we're building arms next. Building head last, I think, before we build like the weapons and shields. Okay. We're actually making some pretty decent progress, I want to say again. Like, I'm surprised. I am kind of tempted to build an F91 on stream, but you already saw Victory 2, so may or may not build the F91 on stream. You know, I sometimes really blame my ADHD and autism for why I get so into some of these hobbies that I always get into. Like, whenever I get into a hobby, I really get into it. I'm looking to also get back into airsoft as well. I mainly haven't because, well, I've been busy with other things. But airsoft would be fun. This is definitely gonna get mounted on my wall. God, why are there so many polycaps to this thing? I think this is an elbow joint right here. At the very least, most of these instructions now are very streamlined. Unlike the Turn A, which came out later. Like, a ton of these parts are mirrored, which is very good for me because then I can just power through them, which I love. It's also going to be hard to panline this thing now, I just realized. Because it's so difficult to see some of the details of the panel liner. I do like some of the brighter colors on some kits because of that. I will give it that. Well, I do love me the darker kits. Some of the brighter kits are just much easier to see the details on. Let's see, what other pieces do I need? Shoulder pieces, of course. Let's see, what do we got here? I am having some difficulty just wrapping my head around some of these. That's probably just because I'm stupid. I do not want to forget a polycap. I nearly missed one. Oh my gosh. That would have been terrible. This is probably where the arm is attaching. So the shoulder armor is on a separate joint compared to the arm to an extent. Like, the arm can move freely of the shoulder armor to an extent. It's hard for me to describe it properly. My vocabulary is terrible. Alright, let's see here. Now to replicate it on this other side. This in here, this goes down here. Come on, please go in. There we go. There we go, we got two pieces of shoulder armor. done. Alright, what else? I think this should be an elbow joint right here. So we're just gonna quickly throw this together. I hope these are the right pieces, otherwise I'm just cutting out random pieces. And that just ain't good. Alright, let's see, what do we got here? So this just kind of goes in like this. And this just sandwiches on top. Nice. Very simple. Okay, now to actually build the arms. Okay. The arms are right, these right here. Should be relatively simple to build. Hopefully. Okay, so just gotta make a couple cuts here and there just to free these things. Oh, this should go on the left arm, I believe. And this one goes to the right. No, this is still left. This should go on the right. Hey, hopefully I don't forget any polycaps while I'm here. Okay, here we go. God, I hate these polycap wrists. I am so glad some of the later kits abandoned these. Because they kind of needed to. The wrists were not good. I think this just kind of goes in right here. And this should just also kind of in. Wait a second, is this backwards? Don't tell me this is backwards. Do I have the wrong arms? No, I don't. I just grabbed the wrong pieces. Okay, so that goes in like that. And this should just... Okay, so this just kind of slots in right here. Wait, no, 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 no. I almost screwed this up royally. As I always do. Thank goodness I caught myself. This is supposed to go inside somehow. Okay, right here. Onto this peg. Very tight fitting. I am so glad I caught myself there. Otherwise, this ain't gonna be pretty. Let's see, so we got the hand in here, but we also have the magazines. Spare mags on the right arm. These just kinda slot in. I don't think there's like a right way of doing it. Yeah, there's not really a right way of doing it. You just kinda have to go in somehow. There we go. Staying pretty well as well. It's pretty difficult to get them out. I'd probably have to use like rubber gloves or something for more friction. Alright. Oh, assembling afterwards is pretty easy. Let's see, so for the left, we just kind of do the exact same thing. We just slap this in here, throw this onto the peg. Is that the right peg? I hope that is. It seems like it. Then this goes on. Oh, there is also a shroud for the left arm that is unique to the left arm. That is actually pretty nice. I do like that. Now I just need to find it somewhere on the runners. Here it is. Because the left and right arms are actually slightly different from one another. Despite that, they do actually make you build both roughly in tandem with one another, which, again, I really appreciate. How the hell does this fit on? Like, should just slide on, no? Push this hard, and this should just go directly on. Like so. Yep. So as you can see here, back of this arm is supposed to hold magazines. Back of this one is supposed to hold the beam saber, which I need to find somewhere on here. This thing only comes with one beam saber, I believe. I just realized we did actually finish a runner. We never need to touch this again. We still have backs of hands on this one. So that's like for 3 sets of hands. What the hell is that beam saber? Is that this long ass thing? No, that's a barrel probably. I think this is for the back of the shield. Which runner are you on? Oh, you're still on this one somehow? Oh, I see it. I'm just blind. Little beam saber, the main bit of it. Then now just we cut out the head. There we go, the little head of the beam saber. Cute little guy. Should just, I believe, should just slot in like so. Yeah, that stores in pretty easily. I do like that. Now, I just need to assemble all the hands. So, we do have a separate runner entirely for both open hands and closed hands. But these are just generic hands. These backs are not the correct colors. Oh. We do have some dynamic open palm and closed palms. I'm gonna cut out both, just to see how they're like. So the open ones are really easy, just slap a back on it. Closed ones is, well, that is a bit more difficult to do. Oh, there we go. Two open ones out. So the closed ones, each one actually comes with 3 sets. Well, 3 different things you gotta put together. So you got the palms and like 2 fingers. Which hand was this one? It was left. This one should be right then. I'll be honest, I can't tell what thumb this one's for. I might be able to figure out what this one is, but I think this one's right. I think this one might be right, and this one might be left. We won't be able to find out till we actually assemble, honestly. Because I'm also confusing myself here. I probably should have looked at the instructions, but I decided not to. Get them mixed up. Oh, whoops. How the hell are these supposed to fit on? Oh, like this. Yeah, I got them mixed. Are you the right thumb? Okay, I got the thumbs right. I got the main fingers wrong. So these are just fists. And sadly, unlike some master grades, the thumbs are not movable. These are just fists that are just there. Let's see here, now to cut out all the backs. They should all be the same. So we got 6 backs here. So I think you get like 6 different hands, excluding a trigger. There is, I think, a separate back for just the trigger fingers. Once we cut this out, we should be done with another runner. B2 and C2 should be done. So we never have to touch them again. Yep. There we go. Now just to find the other hands. Oh, and I guess this runner is also done, because we're not using any of the other backs on it. install the closed hands. First off, oh, I think there might also be a hand specifically for beam saber holding. If so, that's nice. Alrighty, time for the last parts, the assembly of the rest of the arm. Now, it should actually be pretty simple. I'm cutting out the parts right now. So, right here are the parts that are supposed to go over and help us cover up some of the interior of the upper arm. It should be pretty... It should, again, just be really simple to do. You know, you just take this, plug it in, that covers up one bit, plug this in, then plug this into here. This upper bit helps cover up the polycap, and there you go, you got an arm. That's the right arm done. Now for left. Again, very simple to do. I do kind of like how easy that is. Now you can just attach these on. Actually, that's staying in pretty well, unlike the turn A. I don't know why that turn A was so loose. Like the turn A, everything popped off on it. And I do not know why. Now this is what we got so far. Pretty good. We're almost done. Hold up, let me see if I can quickly assemble some hands here. I think I found the other hands. Yeah, I found the trigger hands and the beam saber hands. I'm gonna just quickly throw these together. Trigger finger hands, I don't think I can throw together till later, once we get the beam rifle done, but we can get most of it done over here. Most of the main assembly done. Right here, right now. So it's all out of the way by the time we get to the good bits. This is left. This here is right. This over here goes to the right hand. This should go to the left. Then let me just quickly cut out bits of the trigger finger. I don't think I'll fully cut it out yet, because I'm also missing a back, which I will just quickly cut out first, and move separately, because this is actually slightly different than the usual back. Alright, there we go. Now for assembly. Yeah, as you can see, this is actually a hollow fist, unlike these other fists which are fully clenched. Boom. Those are some hands. Should be done. If I am just not fat fingering everything and accidentally screwing this up. Finally, trigger finger hand, which actually I'll attach later, because you're gonna need to pry them open anyways. These are the various hands that you get. Now I don't need to worry about assembling them. Lastly, head and weapons. We're very close to finishing this thing. So the head is really, really damn simple. And I'm actually going to make some modifications to the head. Because I just find it really bland and boring right now. So it's literally 3 parts. You have the front, the back, and the visor, which is in a clear orange, which, well, is nice. Just isn't enough in my opinion. What I want is essentially just a bit more of a reflection on some of these parts. Like inside, there is actually a tiny little eye, a mono eye, or what's supposed to be a mono eye, but you can't see that. Well, I did kind of screw up with my Zawart when I did that, because I did actually accidentally blot out some details. This time around, instead of applying silver to the visor, I'm gonna see if I can apply some silver to the inside right here. It's very difficult to get it in. I just pump enough silver into here, hopefully some of it is just gonna leak in. It seems like it's actually kind of working. I'm surprised. But if I just chrome a bit right here, should also get some extra light bouncing around in there. That's gonna be looking nice. Keep on pumping more silver in there. Oh, whoops. Okay, the silver up the front is not supposed to be there. But I think I did actually get the silver where I wanted it to. There is kind of silver everywhere now, but honestly, I'm kind of fine with that. Because I do kind of like how some of it catches the light. It should also help with the visor and getting it to stand out a bit more. I actually kind of like that. It adds a bit of a shadow. Does catch the light. It definitely catches the light some more. Like compared to before, because it actually, yeah, no, I really like the contrast on it. Like the silver and the dark blue. Yeah, I kind of like that. I recommend that. Yeah, God, the metallic markers are really saving me. If I had some chrome though, that would work even better because that's just brighter. Honestly, if I were to just choose some markers to get, metallics are my go-tos. These things are so nice. They add so much detail to pretty much any kit that you slap them on. I love them. Would highly recommend getting metallic markers. Anyways, we're almost done with the head. Wait, was there any eye stickers? No, there are actually no eye stickers. I'm surprised. Alright. I just need like a couple parts here to finish off the head. Oh, shit. Okay, there you are. That is a little antenna over there, and finally, I think the last bit of the visor that can come down on the helmet. So we got this bit right here, which I think actually has a sticker on it. Yeah, this is supposed to have a sticker on it. Before I attach it, I'm gonna attach the sticker first. Which sticker is the one to go? Okay, yeah. This tiny, tiny orange sticker. Okay, it's on my thumb. Oh, okay, that's perfect then. Nice little orange glint. You can kind of see it on the camera. Yeah, there you go. The shine is that orange sticker. And I think on the back of the head there's another sticker. Which one's supposed to go there? Oh, you. Again, I'm really missing my tweezers. Tweezers, just to get into this tiny little area right here, would be so nice. You know, I might have to use my knife. Sticker, please cooperate. Well, it's not perfect. I can't really apply much more pressure, otherwise I'd end up slicing it. So this will have to do. A nice little reflection there inside. See, then on the sides of the head. You gotta slap on, I think this should be a gun pod and the antenna. Kinda looks like a Halo Spartan head now that I'm looking at it. Kinda hard for you guys to see, but nice overall. I like it. Finally, we got the basic ass Jesta. Now, for the weapons. Now these weapons are actually pretty easy to assemble. Also, I'm surprised we didn't use all the polycaps. I think the Turn A used more polycaps in this thing. Somehow. Nice. Oh, I completely forgot this was also supposed to go on. Let's see. Let me rip off the head first. There we go. Much better. Nice color separation there. I knew something fell off. Jesta. Alright. Weapons time. Now the weapon is really simple. Like, it is literally just a couple pieces of plastic sandwiched together. There's not much to say about it. Like, it's just this, and its other half. That's it. I mean, honestly, I do like the amount of details on it. It isn't like some of the older weapons, but it just honestly isn't really a mind-blowing, you know? There's not much going on with the weapons. Which, I mean, it's fine, but, you know, I feel like I've definitely been spoiled by real grades. Okay, so this is where the last two stickers come in. I need my knife for this. Oh, whoops. Okay. There we go. You got the back of the sight. And now to get some extra detail for the front of the sight. I'll put on some more BGM in a bit, don't worry. I just need to get these stickers in. Oh no. They're in the wrong way. Wrong orientation. Okay, this is the right orientation. There we go. Just like that. Nice orange sight. Let's see, where the hell did my mouse go? There it is. Alright, hold up. I did find my Jesta rifle. Wait, no, that's our Arcsound 82 rifle. So this right here is a default Jesta rifle. So this should actually also fit in the thing's hands. As you can see, they are very different. I forgot to also cut out the barrel. And look, as you can see, despite being based off the same platform, you can see a couple similarities, mainly around the receiver. You got like this square outline right here. That is also reflected over here. Stock is completely different. Only thing that's same, again, is just that receiver. Everything else is just kind of different. I mean, this can definitely probably hold it. So if I could, I would just have this thing be dual wielding, but I mean, you can just equip a regular Jester rifle, but you know, that's really boring. It's just a Jester rifle. But it can certainly fit in the thing's hands. It definitely carries compatible magazines. But I much prefer the newly improved... Well, you can carry the old Jagan rifle, but Jester rifle I just much prefer the look of as well. Like, Jagan rifle in comparison is so boring design-wise, in my opinion. Now let's see here. Moving the hand. And I believe this hand right here can also actually grab onto the grip if you know how to pose it properly. Yeah, there you go. This thing is relatively long. I do really like the look of the Jesta rifle. Of course, you can also just pop out the beam saber over here, which pops out really easily, and have it be used in any of the beam saber holding hands. So the blade is relatively short, but this could be remedied by getting a different kit, because you're gonna have a ton of beam saber blades left over. Trust me on that. Like, this just kind of snaps in. The blade is really short for what it is. Like, okay, let me grab another blade. I have it somewhere. I forget which kit these blades came in, but I think they might have been from Turn A? Yeah, you can see they are much, much longer. Like, you got... Alright, let me see if I can show it better on camera like this. Like, let me take this out of the hand. Even the entire beam saber is shorter than the blade, handle included. Like, that's how long some of these beam saber blades get. But, you know, it's still nice to have that blade. Alrighty. But, yeah. I think that's mostly it. Let's see here. Oh, whoops. This came off with it. Oh, oh, that's right. We're still missing the shield. But, aside from the shield, that is the main kit. Honestly, I do like how easily that beam saber stays in there. Like, is held. It stays in there pretty well. Okay, let's see. We cut out the missiles, because of course this thing has shield-mounted missiles. Now let's mount it on the damn thing. You know, I'm not opposed to the shorter beam saber. Honestly. I mean, proportion-wise, it looks a bit better sometimes. In my opinion, at least. Set all this aside. You do have two different arms for the shield. I believe you have a storage arm and an extended arm for deployment. You know, sometimes I wish they were one arm, but, I mean, it's good enough for a high grade, I guess. Oh, we do need another polycap. Final polycap for the shield. Even in the end, you can't escape them. Let's see here. This goes here, and this should just get shoved up right here. Yeah, you got two sets of missiles on the shield, so it's like 4 missiles there. And before I forget, we throw on the polycap. Is this facing the right way? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Good, 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 good. So, of course, if you disassemble the hand, I think you can actually grab the handle over here. But that's not how it's meant to be used. No. It's meant to be used on these robotic arms on the back. Honestly, I think the Master Grade one does actually come with joints on this. But I would love to get a real grade variant of the Jesta. Honestly, I just want more real grade grunt suits or special ops suits as well. I wouldn't be opposed to that. So this is what is used for the Jesta. So this is the deployed arm. I'm gonna show it with the stored arm first, actually. So with the stored arm, you just kind of remove the backpack first, because you're gonna need all the grip you can get on it. I think you just kind of have to pry this upwards. Polycap at the very least holds it in real tight. Then you just kind of shove this on, and there you go. This goes on the back. This is the stored state. So, you know, it just kind of hangs around there. It can bend a bit. You can move it up and down like this. There's some articulation there. It can rotate, but it's not going to do much in the stored state, you know? Now, if you want to bring it up, you got the deployed arm. I'm pretty sure normally this would be able to go in front, but for now I think all you can really do is hold it at the side. I honestly much prefer the deployed arm. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the Jesta. It does come with a fair amount of little things here and there, but it is, at the end of the day, a relatively simple kit, which I do like. Hold on, let me see if I can just grab something over here real quick. Okay. At the end of the day, I do like the Jesta. Like, it doesn't need to be overly complicated or anything, no. It's just a simple kit and it lives up to that, honestly. That's all it needs to do. It definitely feels sturdier than the Turn A. I just don't like what they did with the Turn A and all its polycaps. But this in comparison is much sturdier. The polycaps actually seem to be holding up pretty well. Yeah, I don't have any issues posing it with like limbs falling off and all that, like I would with the Turn A. I do really like the backpack design and its shield design. Of course, you can just, you know, prep it to fire missiles like so. But it does what it needs to do. It's a relatively simple kit overall, pretty cheap in my opinion. I think I picked it up for around like 20 USD. The Victory 2 was a bit more expensive, but I don't think it contained much more. But yeah, if you can find one, I'd recommend getting it. It's actually not bad for its price. I think that's all I need to say. I do have plans. Oh shit. I just realized my mic was unplugged. Jesta, okay, going back to what I said, Jesta is good for what it is. Relatively simple, it needs to do what it does. It's got 2 different arms for mounting the shield. Currently, I do like the deployed shield more than the undeployed variant. It does hold together fairly well despite the number of polycaps in this thing. The beam saber is relatively short, but, well, that is okay, in my opinion. I think it works better for the proportions. This does not come with it, by the way. That is just my own Jagan rifle. But, I don't know when my mic became unplugged, so who knows how much talking I have to do, but, I only got it for, like, 20 USD. Victory 2 in comparison was around 21, 22. And I think the turn A was also around 20. But, if you find it, if you like Jesta, I'd say pick it up. If you can't find the Master Grade, otherwise I'd go for the Master Grade, honestly. Because, well, I feel like that might just have some more gimmicks to it. I hear it holds up really well, as well. But, again, this kit isn't bad. Personally, I wouldn't mind using this thing as, like, an army builder kit. But I feel like there are just better kits out there for that. Like, honestly, if I were to choose, like, an army builder kit, even in, like, the gym line, I'd probably go for, like, a Gym Quell, or maybe Gym Cold District type. That would be nice for an army builder kit. But anyways, I think I said what I need to say. I think I might have another stream on Monday or Tuesday, either one of those days. It might or might not be Scribblenauts or Starship Troopers, because I did pick that up. But I think I said what I need to say. Thank y'all for coming, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.